Motorsports coverage welcomes you live to Sears Point Raceway near Sonoma, California, and the Mart Supermarket's 300 NASCAR Winston Cup race.
We're going through the S's here at the end of a agonizingly slow parade lap. Speaking of which, random cautions are off this race. I mean, this is like a 3-minute parade lap here. Mark Martin on the pole. Ricky Rudd's the favorite. We'll get into it down the road here during the race. I know I had mentioned I had a 1995 track ready to go. Downside is I had never really tested it in racing conditions. Just did some practice laps on it, and I was like, oh, okay, this is good. Good frame rate. It doesn't bog down the computer at all. We're good to go. But then getting ready for this race, I was testing on it, and I just wasn't as fast as the AI, and I couldn't keep up to real-world speed. And then I opened up this Infineon, this track that we're at now that came with the game, and we can run near real-world speed. We're about a half second off. The pole speed's about a half second off of the real world, but don't tell anybody. Starting 34th or 35th, something like that. If I could spend hours qualifying, we could probably get the pole. Because my best ever lap was like a 1:16.9 or something, and that'd be good enough for the pole or close to it. But I screwed up qualifying, and that was that. Yeah, this first lap is just a faster parade lap until everyone goes single file. We're going to get introduced to the trouble spot on this track. Predictably so, this hairpin. Our braking is just no good coming into here compared to the AIs. So I have to take weird lines. But the bright side is we make up for it by, and you'll see once we spread out a little bit here, we get a great boost of acceleration coming out of that hairpin compared to the AI, and we basically just make up any ground we lost in that hairpin. It's a acceptable trade-off. It might be why it's like that, because they really couldn't figure out how to get the AI to brake humanly. Because, I mean, they're just calculating everything, and they can calculate everything perfectly. Meanwhile, I have to be perfect with my braking so I don't flat spot the tires. I'm guessing they might have known that. And that's why they gave you a little boost of acceleration coming out of there. I don't know. This turn right here is a pain when the tires go bad. Like, look at that. How are you braking so perfectly? You have to give them room through there too. If you're on the outside like we were there, I don't know, it just seems like they're programmed to just get through that turn no matter what. They don't care where you're at. Nothing. Greg Sachs, come on, man. And this goes back to however many races ago I was talking about the downsides of having ×2 wear. I mean, even on that first lap, going up into that turn where we were behind Sterling Marlin and we smoked our tires braking. I mean, that would affect us for the rest of our run here. Because our tires just would not be able to recover. Yeah, pit window here's around 20 laps, 19, 20 laps. See, I was able to brake pretty well there. And we're going to get to see our little burst of acceleration here that we get. We just have to be sure not to cut them off like we just did there. Well, we can cut them off, just don't want to hit them. Practice after practice, lap after practice lap, I still haven't nailed the braking going into the end of the carousel there. I just haven't figured it out. And the S's are where I lose the AI. That's my biggest. Come on. That's where I lose them. And then whenever you take the wrong line at the beginning of the S's and you're off the entire way through. It's just no good. Yeah, you see down there, best lap for me so far, 119. I can do a 116. I mean, we've lost. There's 116.9, so there's about 2 seconds somewhere on the track that we could make up. And again, that makes tuning in the difficulty here so difficult. Same for Watkins Glen, because there's so many places that you can gain and lose speed throughout all these turns, that while the AI can pretty much do it perfectly every time, we can't. I mean, a professional driver can. I can't. Just some guy with the internet. But trying to find an even playing field. And I think we found it. I mean, this is a. There we go. We got a second faster right there, ish. 118. This is a track position race, just like Watkins Glen is. And it's not like we're blowing through the field here. Pit window's 20 some laps. I can't remember if I mentioned that. Oh, I can never. Maybe 4 times this race, I'll get through those S's perfectly. You just need a lot of driving time to be perfect here. Look, I thought we did pretty well on braking there. And Hutch Strickland was still right on us. Hey, S's. Wasn't too bad. I think every other spot on the track has been pretty good too on this lap. Might have a good little lap time here. I'm gonna say it's gonna be in the 117s. There we go. All right, we got to do that 40 some more times. Now watch Robert Presley. He's going to come flying in. Look at that. Get out of here, guy.
We'll be back with more in just a moment.
When you can drive America's ultimate luxury automobile.
My friends think I paid more. A lot more.
Lincoln. What a luxury car should be.
First Point Raceway in Sonoma, California, and the overhead shot is courtesy of Pennzoil. The Pennzoil copter cam is providing once again the overhead shot.
Okay, we were able to pass Sterling Marlin, and that's been about it over the past 5 or 6 laps. I'm braking better. I'm braking better into the hairpin. We're in 30th place. Not bad. Yeah, if we have any chance of even top 20 I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know how we're going to do it, actually. This is mentally exhausting. So there's our passing. So they always say the big passing spot at Sonoma, Sears Point, is the hairpin. We can't do that because we don't have any speed coming out of the S's. So the start-finish line is our passing opportunity. Pretty much the only good passing opportunity. I don't know how I feel about a caution right now. I mean, we're close to the entire... There's Jimmy Spencer plowing into us. I don't think he really plowed into us. It was like a light bump, but... I mean, we have the entire pack in front of us here. It's not like we need a caution to catch up to everybody, because it's so hard to pass here that if a caution came out, this is how we'd be running a couple laps after the caution anyway. I don't want the caution because I don't want to do these long parade laps around the track, and I don't want people breathing on me again. Might see our first pitter here. Not us. Here comes Jimmy Spencer. I'm guessing that's one thing I've noticed. I don't know if you noticed Rick Mast got a little slow there. That's because, I mean, again, I don't know how in depth they went into. Well, they did go in depth, but I just don't know exactly how they programmed all this and everything. But there's aggressive driver ratings that you can put it up to 100 and they're really aggressive or whatever. So if they're not aggressive, I wonder if they see that, hey, I'm faster than them, I'm going to pass them. So he does this weird slowdown to give me room. Or something, I don't know. Alright, Brett Bodine's probably pitting. He's looking funny. Yeah, we got a couple pitters here. Here comes Jimmy Spencer. Give him room. I don't know if you picked up on what I said about Rick Mast, but it's just something I've noticed. Not even here, not even just at the short track, or at the road course here, but a lot of other tracks too. I'm thinking about probably whatever the next season that I run. Which I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Gotta finish this season first, but I might just bump all the drivers' aggressiveness all the way up, because that's how they are in real life. I mean, there's some give and take on the track, of course, but all right, we're gonna pit here. Let's not lose everything we've gained. All right, we're going in with Rick Mast. We have a nice speedometer. Speed limit doesn't kick in until right here. Let's put the speed up. All right. Oh man. After these pit stop cycle, I'll try to put up a Napa field summary or something. It still gets me excited whenever all the pit stops go as planned, and we go in exactly how we came out. Spin in turn 2. Ernie Irvan. Alright, we're on fresh tires. I'm curious to see how fast we're going to be here with fresh tires. We have a feel for the track. But they're pulling away from us here. I don't know. I'm so glad they didn't put out a caution for Ernie Irvan. And it looks like whatever happened with him spooked some guys behind us. And we're not going to get a good fast lap here. We had to woe up a little bit for Rick Mast. What, did we gain one pit stop? Did we gain one spot through the pit stops? Which was Ernie Irvan. What's Rusty Wallace doing back here? Yeah, if I had to bet, I'd say easily 118s. Yeah. Good. I like the AI difficulty here. I'd love to experiment and throw myself at the front of the pack to start the race to see how it is running with the leaders, but it's probably not much more different than what's going on back here. They're probably a little quicker. And we'd have to be on our toes and really be sharp to win or, you know, stay top 10, which is what I want. We gotta be on our toes here, though. Radio silence. Oh. What is Rick Mast doing to Rusty Wallace? I knew something was good. Did we give up the spot to Mayfield? Damn it. We did. Oh. Sorry. You came into my line. Oh boy. I just apologized to a computer person, but didn't mean to do that. Alright, we're getting ready to go green here. We lost Jeremy Mayfield. He is out of the race. Oh well. One of them deals. I was talking earlier about Rick Mast and the aggressive rating and whatnot. He spun a couple guys out. What, he spun out Terry Labonte at Rockingham, if you remember. Then he spun out a couple guys at Bristol. Bill Elliott, I think, and somebody else. And then he just did it to Rusty Wallace. Alright, chaos here. We're going 2x2? What? Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. You see down there, last lap, 3 minutes. That's how long these caution laps are. I should be putting up the running order soon. I said I was going to earlier, then the caution came out and it didn't make much sense. Or I forget. But I'm trying to find good times to actually show those where it's meaningful. Which would be coming up now, especially because we just lost Darrell Waltrip. Or he dropped a lot of spots. Man, Jimmy Spencer's getting wild. Darrell Waltrip's in the pits. So I still can't put up the running order. I'm trying to find a moment here to explain how I do that to make it as least amount of work as possible for me. Because those running orders, I have to make them 1 by 1 or 5 by 5. And yeah, hang on. Well, Jimmy Spencer was right on us there, Rick Mast. And we gotta let Jimmy Spencer go. This is getting kind of nuts here. I feel good about a 24th place finish. So it's not, you know, let's give and take here. But Yeah, you're about to see right here. You probably saw that little skip right there. That's when I press escape, go in, save the replay on lap 28, and then there's a cool little program someone made years ago, Replay Analyzer, that takes all the information from the replay, a lot of information, gives you the running order, everything, and then you can export it as a text file. So I'll export that at lap 28, and you're seeing the running order right now because I export that, and instead of typing out all the names one by one, I can just copy and paste them 5 at a time into Photoshop, or I use something called Affinity Photo and Affinity, the whole Affinity suite. It's pretty nice. And from start to finish, those running orders, when I'm copy and pasting, takes 5 minutes to do, compared to looking back and forth between the standings, like screenshotting the standings during the race, typing them all out, counting them, making sure they're each in the right spot. It's much easier to do it that way, the way I do it. And then when I show, you probably picked up on this too if you've been astute. When I show the replays of the rest of the field running, when I'm doing the running order, it's probably not as prevalent here because we're all spread out on a road course. But on the ovals, when I do that, sometimes my view as I'm currently racing doesn't exactly match up to the replay I'm showing. I can easily get them to match up if I was going for some kind of award here, because all I do is just sync myself up at the starting line. Like right now, if I wanted to sync it up perfectly, I'd go into the replay after the race, find where I'm at, pause it right now in the replay, and then cycle through 4 or 5 cars I want to show during the running order, and just have to be frame perfect in editing those, and then we could have it match up perfectly. But I think I did that for Daytona and Rockingham, and then I realized, like, we're not going for the gold here. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm planning on later this season, maybe one of the New Hampshire races, because those are a dead. Ernie Irvin's got me here. Do kind of a making of video showing how I put all the videos together and everything, what all the graphics look like before I put them in, because all the graphics are intentionally low quality just to make it feel like you're watching another old race on YouTube, because they're all 1280 by 720 resolution, and then I cut them in half to 640 by 360, and then I enlarge them again to 1280 to 720, so they're just pixelated. I don't know why I keep on trying to pass guys through here, because I can't do it. We're about to get knocked off the track here, I feel. Oh, I had to give him that. You know what? We're going in. No, we're not. We have some heavy hitters back here with Irvin, Marlin, and Wallace. They're making me nervous. I've totally lost. Well, again, this shows you how I'm usually pretty good with the math, trying to figure out when pit stops are going to be. I'm mentally drained from running the road course right now that I can't even think. Trying to factor in a couple of the caution laps into the pit window. So we'll just keep an eye on the AI, see when they pit, and also see what they take when they pit. Because we go in, we pit with them on their window as a courtesy. Because they're pitting for tires, but our tires usually have a couple more laps on them. And maybe theirs do too, and they're just being safe. But if it comes down to it, we could run a few extra laps on our tires that the AI can't, unless they have a trick up their sleeve. That's the best I've taken that turn. That's the best I've taken this turn. And I screw it up in the S's. Could have been a little faster. And again, this is a good lap. I took some of those turns as well as I have all race long, and we don't gain any spots. I mean, that's just what a road course is. But we should be right on Ernie Irvin here in about 3 seconds. Now it's just muscle memory, and I am hitting everything exactly how I want it to now. That one's a little weird. And we lose so much progress on one little slip up there through the S's. And then I'm learning how to break into the hairpin now too. Look out, guys. I'm coming for 24th position. I wonder what Jeremy Mayfield's doing right now. I mean, that was a pretty wild sequence of events. We went from, just falling in line, running our laps, to Rusty Wallace getting spun out in front of us surviving the Mayfield thing, and then Ernie Irvan, something happened with Ernie Irvan. And Darrell Waltrip, too. I mean, there was a good half second where I was completely blind with all the dirt. Again, we're getting lucky. And you just have to take my word for it that I'm not restarting races and... Who's that? Ted Musgrave. He might be short pitting. That might be a smart move. If a caution comes out. Yeah, you just have to take my word for it that I'm not restarting race. Because these races are long. There's no way that I'm going to restart a race. Like, say if I wreck right now, I'm not restarting the race. And just take my word for it that I'm not restarting races, 5-10 laps into races either. I'm just astounded by the luck we've had staying out of accidents, not getting any DNFs. That's how you win championships. Now I wonder if we're going to see some other people here pitting. Yeah, there goes, who's that? Brett Bodine. Got someone else on pit road, too. Ward Burton. I think that's Dale Jarrett. He was leading the race here for a while. That's something else, too. I put up these running orders and stuff. That's the last thing on my mind right now is who's leading the race. So we lose some narrative. I try to put it in during the race. But we are flying around this track right now. Relatively speaking. I just have all the turns pretty much figured out now. And it's just a shame. Just a shame because we only have $15 laps left or whatever. Okay, we're going to go in with Jimmy Spencer here.
Limit 35. Keep it under 3,000 in second.
Alright, I'm trusting they're giving me the right amount of fuel here. So, I mean, they started pitting lap 19. I don't know, we might see some more pitters at the end of the race. Maybe not, though.
Go, go, go. Keep it to 35. Keep it under 3,000 in second.
Alright, we're going in.
Keep it on
We came in and
in second.
we're going out with Jimmy Spencer. And if I'm on the top of my game, we'll have another
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
field summary here after these pit stops. I think we're faster than you, Jimmy. Hold on to it. Stay out of the... Oh, boy. Okay.
Left side. Clear on the left.
We're kind of... I'm not pressing the issue here on Rusty Wallace. I think he's fast. I can navigate pretty well on old tires. New tires, I have a little bit of an issue. So rather than race them, we're gonna try to mimic their lines on the fresh tires. Wow, I'm taking that turn really badly now. We got guys going 2x2 here. Okay, they're single file now. Last time I had this feeling, someone got spun out. Rusty Wallace got spun out. I'm getting that same feeling here. Look out, Ernie Irvin. Oh, we still got pitters. I don't even know what spot, what position we've been in all race along. I know we were in the 30s. I don't know. Ernie Irvin's getting antsy back there. Alright, I'm going to start taking that turn like that. I've been taking that turn far too wide. I'm going to try to put a running order up somewhere here. Oh, here we go. What do we got? We got nothing. You probably saw another skip in the video somewhere. And that was right when I saw other guys were going to be pitting, or it was the next lap, or the, you know what I mean. So the field summary wouldn't make much sense if people were still pitting. I gotta factor in who we lost, if we lost somebody in the dirt there. Okay, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's not lose all of our positions.
Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right.
I don't even entertain the thought of trying to pass somebody through into that turn anymore. Hey, I'm getting pretty good at the S's with 12 to go. Oh yeah. We've been screwing up that turn all race long.
Left side. Stay on the right.
We should have Jimmy Spencer here. Oh, I don't like this. Backing out.
Clear on the left.
There was another frame skip, which means a running order's coming up. Probably wasn't the best spot on the track to pause the game and try to jump back into it, but I don't think there really is a good spot on the road course. Alright, let's not get lazy. Jimmy Spencer, you're mine eventually. Right now, maybe.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I put up the, you know, the top 10 bug in the top left during this race. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. That shows, you know, the top 10 drivers and their manufacturer logo. Basically that old ESPN ticker. I did it during Darlington. And I don't know, I think I'm married to the fact of putting it up when I'm showing the AI racing. When I may just start throwing it up in this on the screen right now in my view. I think I'm still married to, you know, having it look having it feel like the broadcast, you know, when it's impossible. And I'm slowly coming to grips with that. Yeah, I remember what I said earlier about how we are not world beaters on fresh tires, but once they wear in, that's when I can really get around here. And we're seeing that.
Keep to the left. Clear.
I hope I remember to put up who went off the course back on what, lap 43 when we saw that all that dust kick up. I hope I remember to find that. Should have wrote it down.
All right. Still there. Clear on the right.
What's happening to the car here? Oh man. Wow, Terry Labonte. I'm just looking at stuff that you already know. Terry Labonte, 2-second lead on Dale Jarrett. Wow. Maybe we have to be worried about Terry Labonte. Points wise. We got a lot of guys to worry about, though. Hey, Dallenbach, top 10. I like that. Because he was good on the road courses. Almost spun out there, didn't. I think we can. I don't know. I feel great right now. I feel great in 22nd spot. I'm not gonna lie. Although let's concentrate. Let's concentrate here and set Bodine up for the pass. Coming out of the hairpin. Down the front stretch. Or if I can perfect this, we can get him into the hairpin. Oh, look at this.
Left side. Keep to the right.
Hey, look at that. An actual hairpin pass for us, kinda. Yeah. Well, we'll take it. So, note to self. Next time we're here, to take that final turn like that. That whatever turn 90 or whatever it is. The one going into the hairpin. Take it a lot sharper. Alright. Oh, these guys are... I'm trying to find my tires. There we go. Yeah, I missed that. That's the one turn I've been zeroing in on every lap, and then I was fiddling with all my buttons, and I missed that turn. Not worth it. I was thinking about trying to pass him. We don't want a caution right now. We absolutely do not want a caution. Well, I don't know. I don't want a one lap sprint to the finish, which is what we might get. I want everyone scrunched up again. Alright, let's hit our turn. Better. And could be better. So yeah, all the pissing and moaning I did about... we got him. All the pissing and moaning I did about the breaking into the hairpin just seems like I wasn't good at it yet. Regardless, I'm really liking this difficulty. This is a hard fought. Hopefully top 20 finish. Look at that gap to the next group up there. Wow. Man. Oh, we're definitely taking the shortcut there. It's legal. Alright, did we gain 2 spots there? Unless we didn't pass Jeff Burton before the start finish, or maybe somebody dropped out of the race. I don't know. Alright, we're in the top 20. I consider this a win. It's so easy to get knocked off the track by the AI here. Just forgetting to pay attention to where they're at, going into the hairpin, being a little bit too aggressive on other parts of the track and wrecking. And we were smart about it here. But yeah, I think we're just... The AI is just a touch off of the real world speed. Not worth racing Mike Skinner there. But he's really slowing up now. Like, really slowing up. What are you doing here? You win one short track race, and you think you're everything. And that's the problem with... That's why I don't like the win you're in stuff with current NASCAR. Because, say we had a 16-driver field in our playoffs, Mike Skinner would be in it because he won on some poop race at Bristol. You know, I don't know. It's like Chris Buescher being in it a couple years ago after the Pocono rain race. All right, we're going to beat Skinner to the line here. Good race here. Oh, nice. All right, this is Operation. See if we can catch up to the leaders before they pit. I don't think we're gonna make it. Johnny Andretti's giving me headaches here. Oh, I think we will. They'll be taking their time through the S's. Maybe not, though. Wow. What was he ahead by, like, 80 seconds? We're going. Man, they really...
Keep it to 35. Keep it under 3,000 in second.
Where's he at? Where's Terry Labonte at? I want him. If that's who won.
The race is over.
We didn't even catch him. Unbelievable. All right, that's Sears Point. Oh man, standings are showing Dale Jarrett overheated, but I'm guessing he just won. He finished second. Yeah, we only had the one DNF, Jeremy Mayfield. That'll do it from Sears Point. Fun race again. Great difficulty. I love it. Gonna lock this difficulty in. Fun. All right. And for those interested, it was at 94, which again we've talked about how that difficulty is weird compared to how the ratings are in the actual car set you're using. So that's it. We're gonna go from Sears Point to the high banks of Talladega for the next one. So I'm looking forward to that too. All right. Hey, thanks for watching.